9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we are live with Mamut versus Unknown. Group A match of ClanBase EuroCup 26. Miso, Deep, Satan and Nubikiller for Mamut. For Unknown we got Deuce, Gerper, Hazard and Lincoln. Perhaps the biggest all-star lineup of the tournament, Unknown.
Yeah, no doubt. Deuce and Lincoln in particular. Absolutely brilliant players to watch. Gerper we've seen obviously as well as a great TDM player. And Hazard, I don't, it sounds a bit harsh. He doesn't necessarily compare with his teammates, but he's certainly a very good player himself.
Yep. Quick early start, early power up as well. Satan coming out with that quad damage. And mega health to his name as well, shotgun in hand. Gerper, big delay on that battlesuit in fact. It's going to be around 5 seconds, which could be significant going forward to the next power-ups. Gets an easy frag on Deep, who hands him a lovely rocket launch to work with. Oh, thank you very much. The red armor's right there as well. I'm not quite sure what's happened to the quad during this one. That is a couple of great rockets on Nubikiller though.
Both direct.
And he's got a lightning gun now to work with. Palmed off his rocket launcher to a teammate for the end of this run. 5 seconds to go until the mega health. Didn't really meet too many people. Wow, used a lot of ammo there. Trying to make sure that he didn't take any damage for that mega pickup.
Yeah, I'm not necessarily a fan of him doing that because now look, he's out of ammo. He didn't need to waste all that ammo at the mega because he had such a good stack. He could have lost just a little bit of it and maintained about 60 or so ammo still.
Ammo retention is so much more important in TDM than say CTF where guns spawn every 5 seconds, or indeed Duel where the same happens and there's only 2 people on the map.
Yeah, exactly.
TDM's so important. I mean, it's hard to get weapons as it is, then ammo on top of that. Remember, ammo crates spawn every 40 seconds. He's pummeled away from that mega health. Looks like Gerper's going to work on that one. Nubikiller taking it away from him. Did take damage though, so he's got no advantage from it. And soon eradicated by Deuce. And I think that was Lincoln, wasn't it? But Deuce, haven't seen him play for a while. The UK's best player, apart from me and Vor, obviously.
You forget NBC
oh,
as well.
NBC, yeah. But he's not played for a while. I wouldn't say he's in the best shape ever, but hey, that's when Deuce is in his best shape, right?
Yeah, it's strange. Deuce is just the kind of player he doesn't need a lot of game time to still be, looking like an absolutely brilliant player.
A few seconds until the second quad of the map. Here it is in the hands of Lincoln, one of the best squad runners of all time. That's an easy first frag. Of course, we switch to the battlesuit automatically and I have no control over it. That is a brilliant rocket frag, though, by Deuce, knocking up his opponent in the air. And they're going to have to do a bit of work here. Wait a minute. Why are the teams named wrong?
Mate, what have you done?
I don't know why. Oh, I know why. It's because I didn't refresh it. Right, yeah, that's really good work. I'll just fix it. No one will notice.
I'm sure they won't.
I was a little bit surprised when I looked up at the score and saw Unknown apparently trailing quite significantly. Do somehow not knocked into the void there. It does come out. Only 30 health. Hoping this 50 will spawn. You want to retain this position with the railgun.
He's in a quiet area. Generally, there isn't too many people who are going to pressure him in an area like this, and he can safely, well, reasonably safely, wait for that 50 if he wants to.
Yeah, he's just got to be cautious of spawners if he pushes out to where that teleporter exit is. There's the 50, now 80 health, much more reasonable health to work with, and yeah, using that frag as an opportunity to work himself into a much more threatening position by his teammate. We've seen Deuce play this before, try and play the yellow area. I'm not like the biggest fan of a player committing to that area unless they really do push on to support this red attack, which he was doing, though he does get caught out. Lincoln getting a quick pummel in there, but Miso was so stacked, didn't really do too much to him. Mega health to his name as well, plasma and lightning gun.
That stream of plasma is sort of unlucky. I thought it was just like all going to hit that guy in the back, but nothing hit in the end.
Here's Miso's big stack lead up to the quad and battle, so he's really going to have to get the hell out of there, though. Waiting for the gun. He's going to miss out on quad. That'd be too late. But he's going to go for it anyway, is he? Well, quad's eliminated, and he could have made it to battlesuit in time. Instead, he's doing damage to Deuce, but they have got the battlesuit anyway, so maybe that was the best choice in the end.
Yeah, I think his intention was if his teammate hadn't have picked the quad up, then he had a stack where he probably would have been able to kill the quad. Because obviously quad is in a dangerous position to pick up.
Yeah, very vulnerable, very open in that area. Nubicula chasing Hazard, knocks him down into the void.
Some nice rockets.
Is he going to frag Deuce? Should do here. No. He doesn't. He's actually railed, and now he's in an awful position. Countered by Lincoln.
Yeah, I think it was unlucky that some of those rockets did, just less damage than maybe they would have with a bit more luck.
Here's Lincoln with the shotgun.
Yeah, they'd love to have had a rail, sitting up in that balcony position.
It's going to take a fair bit of damage if he stays there. Does eventually back off, but there's the railgun. No real pressure. Oh well. Well, that came out surprisingly out of nowhere. The Deep actually had a railgun to his name. Although that is so unfortunate. You have to feel sorry for players when that happens to them. Getting a kill one end of the map, they're standing right by the spawn, and yet the opponent spawns in, just machine guns them down. Yeah,
it's often a position where you get people spawning there and harassing you. He was low health, so going up against Lincoln's MG, very unlikely to survive.
So here we go, still following Lincoln. It's about 10 seconds to go before the next quad. Not a massive frag margin between these two teams either. We saw Mamut in the previous match against Plan B, had a very impressive game on Purgatory. Lincoln though a free quad, and this is where Mamut really failed against Plan B in the latter maps, getting the power-ups. Deuce with a stacked battlesuit. This spells danger.
Yeah, absolutely. Double power-up against Unknown, possibly nothing worse than that.
He's grabbed himself 5 extra rail slugs. Deuce is a boy who loves his rail. Going in there with the plasma. Is he going to take out Nubicula with the switch? He isn't, but he's not going to go down either, so this is kind of a stalemate scenario. 7 impressives though in 7 minutes for Deuce. And Deuce is one of those strange players, again, where his rail is very, very good. 8 impressives, but I mean, I tell you what, it's like another level on LAN. He barely misses.
But yeah, I can still recall, I think DreamHack Summer it was, one of the games on Dreadful Place, he had something like 28 impressives. And it was against a top team as well. I think it was against 4 Kings.
I don't think there's a better railer in a LAN environment, but online, maybe there are stronger railers. And Gerpo might argue he's perhaps one of them, maybe Lincoln as well. Gerpo working with the lightning gun in this position though, in the red armor. Him and Hazard seem to be working this side of the map more. And Lincoln and Deuce on that rail position. Miso going to go down pretty comfortably. The Nubicula comes out on top with the grab of the Mega, and in fact gets the frag. And Gerpo, it's not going all their way down at the Mega. That's when they've been caught out, Unknown.
No, but it's one of those areas where you have to make exceptional use of the Mega for it to have a real impact.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a funny object, Mega. The fact that it's ticking down all the time means it's not the most largest advantage you get, but then health is probably more important than armor. It's just a shame it takes down, really. 5 seconds to go before the quad. Nubicula's done an astonishingly good job securing this one out. He's still got armor to his name as well.
Yeah, great shotgun work.
And he can really pressure this. Here we go. Lincoln takes a lot of plasma damage. He didn't expect it to be from the quad, I don't think, but the quad's really backed off before that red. I'm surprised. He could have maybe stopped Lincoln coming that way if he'd stayed in the sort of doorway area. Desperately wants that lightning gun that Hazard just stole right in front of him. Lincoln using the use keybind to alert him of that fact. Oh, thank you very much, Deuce. This is not the happiest run ever for Lincoln, is it? Do come out with both yellows taken though, and I think they took red as well. That means Mamut not looking too good with the armour.
No, it looks like they've still got a hold of a lot of weaponry.
Yeah.
Weapons are important when you don't have armour because you can still keep yourself in the game if you hit your shots.
Deuce is 9th impressive now, just stalking the map in this very dangerous area up in the upper corridors. as probably one of the key positions of the map to control. There's no really items there. Maybe you could say the rocket launcher's there, but it's over the rail, it's over the red, it's over the quad. It's a good area.
Yeah, and it gives you a good oversight of high traffic areas of the map.
It's Deuce working this hotspot doorway, takes out Miso pretty comfortably without any return damage. Rocket launcher to his name, isn't it? As well now, and this is what Deuce is doing. He's just going to defend his items. He's going to survive it out, wait for the power-up play. He's got to be cautious, doesn't get caught. Oh my god, what a
Brilliant kill.
Placed rocket. The timing on that shot, immense, and bearing in mind he hasn't played for months here.
Yeah, literally, because he's not a player that plays on fake accounts or just says he's not playing.
It's just a guy who's just so natural to the game. Here we go, Nuba Killer, 90 armor to his name. This is a very threatening looking quad roaming the map. Deuce is the guy, he was the only guy at the power-up. It seems like Unknown totally forgot about the power-ups there. That was not good at all. We haven't got the switch back to quad, unfortunately. So Satan just spamming nades. But there is that quad in Nuba Killer's hands. And he could be doing a lot of damage to Unknown. And this score is not actually that big of a gap, especially for a fast-paced map.
Yeah, he's only picked up 2 kills with it though. And perhaps they needed more than that.
Aggressive lightning gun there. It does take over the surgery before Nuba Killer dives in and rewards himself with that red. We saw it against Plan B. Nuba Killer was the guy when the chips were down, was still pulling out excellent maneuvers.
Yeah, we saw some good stuff from him, and considering he got subbed out for, you know, after his good performance on Limbus. I mean, I know his team lost, but he got subbed out, even though it looked like he was playing pretty well.
Yeah, he seems to be the guy who's focused on the objectives the most out of the Mamut team. You always need players like that. The guys who are going to make it to every red, make it to every power-up. They're going to try and eliminate the power-ups rather than just giving away free kills.
Shotgun work on this map has been very impressive. I mean, so many high-damage shotgun hits, and that's always the sign of someone who's good with it. Because obviously anyone can, you know, hit every shot, but it's how much damage they can do with each shot.
Yeah, it's the type of weapon you learn how to utilise very effectively playing pickups. And it's the type of weapon you have a lot of in TDM. There's usually multiple spawns of shotgun, and
yeah, no doubt.
nobody's that bothered about keeping it, so they drop it a lot. Lincoln just getting a very important kill before the battle, so it should allow him to maybe secure this area. It's taking an interesting route back to it though, and he's been punished badly by Deep. Satan with the quad pickup, maybe looking on a double power up here. Yeah, it is. Deep with the battle suit, and their power up play's not been too good today. Unknown. They have had a double power up, of course, though. Earlier.
That is 2 power ups in a row that they haven't, you know, been very well organised for.
And it is eating into the lead ever so slightly. Direct rocket there on Deuce. I think he hit a railgun. The other's hitting some shotgun. Deuce just can't pick out a frag easily then. Hazard getting a machine gun kill on a battle suit. Is there anything more galling?
Yeah, that's the danger of Suit these days. His own rockets were doing significant damage to him, and obviously in the past that would have done no damage with Suit, where, you know, Splash did nothing.
Hazard, haven't seen too much of him on this map. He doesn't want to drop down here. It could be a very dangerous drop unless his team were attacking at the same time. Well, they just went in with 1 at a time there, effectively. It's not the way to attack the red area. They got multiple players around it now, though. They could maybe push in Hazard, and he's just going to walk away from it.
I mean, that's smart. I mean, yeah, Deuce was railing in. He was just making sure no one could come in behind Deuce and disrupt his railing.
Good frags by Hazard. Picks up 2 easy kills, in fact.
Because you have to have faith that someone like Deuce sitting up there, you know, he's going to hit his shots into that red room, and that red becomes somewhat useless if you've got someone stood up there just railing anyone who picks it up.
Good drop down by Hazard. He managed to pick up a frag. Does just drop that rocket launcher. Needs a teammate to support him. They should get the frag on Misa here. And now Hazard was the first one back in again. Oh, wow. The rocket play, though. Lincoln just getting the frag before he backs off. There is power-up time now. They need a focus on this next power-up, Unknown. Are they going to go for quad? Looks like all of them moving this way. Hazard supported by Lincoln. And is that Deuce behind? Lincoln's quite a big deal with the frag on Miso there. Quad is up. They're too late for it. Satan has a massive stack again. I really can't believe how poor their player's been on the power-up so far, but they did make sure they got the battlesuit and in the hands of Deuce again.
Yeah, and the quad doesn't have ideal weapons. You know, last we saw it had rocket and rail. You don't want to be going up against suit with those guns, ideally.
Deuce messing up his rocket jumps there rather embarrassingly. Not even close, but he's done a good run with this suit. He's done a lot of damage, got 3 frags out of it. Rounds it off with a frag on Miso. Could do with healthing up again though, and he'll want to again survive this. He's not going to just rush to his death. He's got a rail gun to protect. He's got a rocket launcher.
They've rebuilt some of the lead now that they had as well. You know, you're up to a more significant margin again, 32 frags.
Yeah, a little bit more comfortable going in to the last 3 minutes of the map. We'll have 2 sets of parts left to spawn. It's still possible Mamut could bring it back, but I mean we've pretty much seen Unknown in the lead for the whole map.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen Mamut, you know, cut the lead at times, 20 frags, but now that it's back up at 35 frags for difference, it's quite a lot to make up.
Well, they've had double power-ups, but they haven't made use of them enough, and when they've put Unknown into bad situations, Unknown still haven't dropped that many frags, and I guess that's a sign of experience.
Yeah, it's also a sign of, you know, just very strong individual players, because, you know, we've seen that their team play on the power-ups hasn't been great, but, you know, they have such individual ability that means even if you have an advantage against them, it's hard to overcome the individuals to then really take advantage.
Deuce playing the safe game here, waiting around for the battlesuit. Doesn't have any team support though, which you think might be quite risky. They've gone for the attack on the quad. They've eliminated him quickly, so we'll see what happens with the battlesuit on pickup. Gurper moving that rail out of his opponent's clutches. And it's Hazard with the battlesuit, so they've done an excellent job this time on the power-ups, eliminating one and rewarding themselves with the other. It's over 40 frags and they're climbing towards 50 frag margin. And he did pick up the lightning gun. Didn't quite notice as he was shooting at the time, I don't think he heard. There you go, 3 frags from this run from Hazard, maybe a 4th on the way.
Yeah, his 3rd rocket kill of the run.
Good work from Hazard. It's going to be a comfortable victory then for Unknown on this first map. Didn't always look like it was going to be.
No, and the lead was as, I say, low as 20, but still fairly significant.
A consistent 20 frag lead throughout most of the map. It's just climbed towards this end. I think as Mamut have maybe just trying to rush it, trying to pick up those frags that last opportunity.
They've certainly fallen away in the last few minutes because, you know, they had the difference down at 20. Yeah, they were looking okay, probably not looking like they'd turn it around, but it has kind of collapsed a bit in the last minute or 2.
So again, we've been on Deuce quite a lot, so he's been in quite a lot of action. That's the type of player he is though.
Yeah, he's kind of player. He'll be able to play with any situation. You know, he's good with all the weapons. He doesn't rely on armor, so you know he doesn't think he needs armor to be an effective player. He's undoubtedly effective with armor, but also without.
Again, Deuce in a dangerous position here for Mamut, trying to hit those rockets. Eventually eliminated. A few seconds before quad. Looks like Mamut going to grab this one. Unknown would do best to just try and lock out. Battlesuit is not going to be a strong quad. Shouldn't be too much of a threat. And he decides to go for the mega pickup anyway. And there's Lincoln. Whoa. I can't say he meant that rocket jump. But he got a few extra rockets out of it, at least. Managed to frag Deeth with that railgun shot. Let's see if he'll decide to hunt the quad now. There it is. And the quad's run out. Catches the bounce in a very nice stream of lightning gun. Pity his quad damage has run out there. That 13 impressive for Lincoln. No doubt he's done an excellent job, although we've not really seen too much of him either.
Yeah, without being able to see the stats, I have a feeling that they've had a lot of rail this game unknown, because you saw there Lincoln 14 impresses. I think Deuce is on something similar, but actually possibly more.
Well, we saw Deuce timing that rail every time he was around the rail position. He seemed to be on top of it. We didn't really see Mamut push it too much at all, and against Plan B even, I don't think Mamut were really on top of the rail position. So, I mean, if you're coming up against Deuce and Lincoln in rail, you're probably not going to win out.
It's a full team of strong railers as well. Gerper and Haz are definitely very strong with the rail themselves.